The country superstars are on tour, and we found out that there is a standoff, essentially, with police backstage at their concert over the weekend. For some reason, the police were told that they were not welcome backstage, and then things really got messy for the rest of the night.
Yeah, so we spoke with the sheriff in Jones County in Iowa. They played at the county fair. So he says he was walking backstage to go talk with management to talk about security for the meet and greet after. They do it standard with everybody. And he was stopped and told that per the band, no uniformed officers are allowed backstage. And he said, furthermore, if the band sees a uniformed officer backstage, they will not take stage and they won't play. So he felt extremely disrespected, you know, first off.
Yeah, I mean, and that alone I found kind of bizarre. Look, we've had Florida Georgia Line, we've had the guys on the show here. It doesn't seem like they're something that, I don't know, it just seemed out of character to me, but the sheriff says that this was someone connected to management?
Yeah, he said he was stopped by a crew member, and he said he wanted to speak with management, and they said, you stand right there and we'll go speak with management and come back and inform you what they say, basically, and that's what was told to him. So he said, fine, listen, they don't want people backstage, that's their deal, so he makes it known nobody can go backstage. So he says halfway through the concert, he gets a message, because he's the sheriff in charge, that Florida Georgia Line is requesting an escort back to the highway out of town after the concert, to which he denied it. I mean, he said, listen, you disrespected us. We are not going to go. The escort isn't a standard protocol procedure. That's something above and beyond that can be done. And his feeling was he's not going to spend taxpayer dollars to do that when clearly they, are not happy with the cops.
The thing that's weird about that, Gary, is I know what the sheriff is saying, that that's not standard. They don't have to do the escort after, but they also don't have to be backstage. So
the reason for the backstage is and the sheriff equated it to the Christina Grimmie incident with me when I was speaking with him, that they have these meet and greets backstage. It's not just they're not just hanging out, but there
were civilians.
There were civilians going back there. Yeah, he said you never know. It's nighttime out. They want to make sure that it's a safe environment for everybody. And he said he was taken back because he said nobody's ever requested no police presence. People are usually happy
back there usually.
Absolutely. So after they requested the escort, he denied it. Now he says that they tried to call to some of the surrounding agencies to get help, but those agencies,
local police, the state troopers, also, right?
Correct. And the sheriff says that the other agencies supported the sheriffs and did not offer them an escort out, so they drove themselves out of town.
I think that's a little petty and a little vindictive. I mean, I think they have the right to say who they want backstage. It's their concert, it's their event.
Someone who was, Gary, when we were putting the story up on the site, who was, I don't remember who was standing there and said, it's kind of like the fire department has to come to your house if there's a fire, even if they have a disagreement with you.
Absolutely. And these cops aren't saying that they're not going to stop crime from happening. I mean, if there was an incident, of course they jump in. But the police escort is an above and beyond thing. I mean, even with the firefighters, I mean, they'll come and put your house out, but they're not going to give you a lift to your neighbor's house afterwards or something like that. That's an extra thing that's provided by law enforcement while they're doing their regular jobs.
What has the band said about this? Because I'm really curious to know what was the mindset, why they wouldn't want uniformed officers?
So there was another incident the day before in Wisconsin. It sounds like a similar one where they had kind of a backlash with police officers. So they actually tweeted on the band's page that they have that they were made aware of an incident with a police officer and they have nothing but love and respect for law enforcement. They still have not brought up the fact that people are saying they don't want cops backstage. They haven't addressed that yet. So we've reached out to them about this specific story as well. They have not gotten back to us yet on that.
Hopefully there's a reason that makes sense, because of course we want to give respect to the police officers doing their job. You know what I mean? We don't want it shouldn't be like a
it's sort of a
dig at the
It's
cops.
a tense time already with police officers across the country. I'm just really curious to know why they didn't want them backstage.
And to feel so strongly.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Corey from Chicago. With band members performing at concerts, they need to release, and sometimes their formal release may not be legal, and that way, if they see a uniformed cop, they may be not.
Corey, I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know what you could be talking about.
I was thinking that too. There may have been some greenery backstage that they didn't want the police to see, and
But they said they didn't want any uniformed officers back there, so there could have been out of uniform officers there. right? In plain clothes.
They could have had undercovers or whatever. It seemed
And
that it
bust
was
you too, right?
Yeah, it was specifically for the presence of uniformed officers.
Well, it's kind of tough to get a good, toke when cops around. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Kind of ruins the high, allegedly.
I wouldn't
That
know,
is true.
Claudia.
I know what you
Gary
mean,
would
Claudia.
definitely know.
Yeah.